No, now that's an intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the DOXXreport in my quiet, lovely, beautiful, peaceful, affordable, comfortable, golfing and sunny retirement community. Oh, we even got a golfer. Look at that. Affectionately known as Frank.
Del Boca Vista.
Thank you, Frank. I'm retired, 71 years of age. I'll be 72 in March. Boo-hoo-hoo. A United States citizen and a recipient of Medicare payments living in Central Florida. I own 0 gold, 0 silver, 0 Bitcoin. This is my personal YouTube channel, vlog, citizen journalism account, and just about anything else I want it to be. Thank you for joining me. Oh, we're going through a warm spell. Yes, we are. Currently, 7 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be 21 degrees Celsius. Humidity, 34%. Wind, 18 kilometer per hour. That would be 11 miles per hour. And I'm looking out. The succulents, I move up against the house. The spider plant looks pretty rough. It was a record, the coldest 3 days in history in Florida, believe it or not. But it's true. You know, maybe GreenShroom should be an actor. You know, he has to age a little bit before he can play Abraham Lincoln, but I think he could pull it off. Peter Pan, he's got that down. He's got that down. But Abraham Lincoln, he's going to have to age a little bit. 7 comments. Thank you for commenting. Bateman is in the house. He calls it a 5 Shroom bucks. There it is. DOXXreport, uncanny resemblance. Dr. Bob says hi. And Jimmy says, this is beautiful. It is. It's a beautiful song. Abraham Schmolkin, something like that. Golden Baba Docs. You need to put 16:9 in your AI. That's what I do. Why don't you run a show, Golden Baba? I put in 16:9, and I've got them, but it worked out pretty well. It has to fit the frame. That's the way I look at it. It has to fit in there. I don't want to show any dark spots. And your AI prompt, so you have the proper aspect ratio instead of these smashed. Oh, too bad. We'll go to another channel. If you don't like it, leave. Side note, if you have not seen the movie Lincoln, you are missing. Oh, really? Okay, Jimmy. Side note, if you haven't seen the movie Lincoln, then you're missing out on a great performance by Dan Day-Lewis and a great telling of Abe's story. Okay. Grok, what is 16:9? And thank you, Bateman. Golden Bob is laughing. Dirk Diggler in the house. There he is, Dirk Diggler. I don't know what that means, Jimmy. Espresso Racer. Docs is here. Super Toy. We get to that. That's the question, isn't it? That'll come, let's see, we got Abraham Shroom, Wednesday, Miami Adventure. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Miami Adventure. I don't need criticism. No, you're not trying to help. You're trying to pick at things. Rufus, GreenShroom, I don't think that'd be a problem for him. I think you should go into acting. Seriously, instead of playing around on the games, go into acting. Go to acting school, wherever you are. GreenShroom would have to learn an American accent. Not sure he's capable of capturing the... Oh, I think he could. That just has to be around it. 21. I see. Okay. Well, it's 70 degrees. Jimmy, 21 degrees centigrade is perfect. A little bit wind for the golf. And as you can note, it's killed all the grass, the cold. Well, good for him. Baba's saying Baba's AV clip. Okay, great. If you haven't seen it, Timmy is over there on X giving a report, a commodities report on Bitcoin, gold, Bitcoin, and silver. So what news do I have to report? Before we get into Miami Adventure, I came home. Let's see. I took the week off. I'm not working out this week. It's just that road trip killed me. 250 miles on the toll road, and the entire length of the road is electronic. And they charge you, there's like about, 25 different 50 cents, 70. It's every little section you go, you get a charge. And they track it by your license plate. But I have a transponder in the window, so I get a better price. But they're going to bill you no matter what. If you're on there, you got to have a license plate, and they'll send it to your home. I don't know if they can bill you out of Florida. Let's say you're all these visitors. I don't know how they collect on them. So I was beat. And okay, well the short answer, I have a Toyota in the garage. The WRX is no more. It's gone. I'm not going to shift anymore. So, but it doesn't have a fuel gauge. Can you believe that? I'm looking at this dash, and this is like learning a computer. I mean, it's everything. They got sensors, and you can change the dash around. So I called the guy back, and I said, he said he'd fill it up. I said, did you fill this up? Yeah. Because it said I have a driving range of 280 or 200 and something miles. And I go, well, okay. Because it'll just tell you. And I guess it's better this way, too. The only reason you look at your fuel gauge is to see, you got plenty of gas to go where you're going, and this will tell you. So I left there, and I got to the Sam's Club gasoline pumps at 5:50 p.m. So I had 10 minutes. I put the fuel in there, and 10 gallons. And I was down to like 12 miles to go. So really, it's a 13-gallon tank, so 10 miles. So I'll just have to play with it when I want to fill it up. Because I usually if I got a quarter tank, I'll go fill it up. So now, when I got like 100 miles to go, I'll just go fill it up and see how many gallons I put in it. But I just think that's strange. I'm just not used to having a fuel gauge. Now, I've got a coolant temperature off to the left. I've got oil temperature off to the left in a bar. It comes across as a bar, but it also gives you a readout. And then I have, what's the middle one? The oil pressure. And then the bottom one is the automatic transmission temperature, because it's got its own cooler for the transmission, a transmission cooler. So, which I think is great for Florida, but we'll swing around to that. But I filled it up, got it back in the garage, but I was just beat. And then Sunday night, I had a little cognac, and I just went to bed. And then Monday, I took Monday off, because I had to run around, and I got to get the barcode for the Del Boca Vista so I can get in here. And then I have to arrange it. I got to get my little cubby holes in there, my spaces, because I put, now I don't have the opening console on the right, and I can't put my right hand elbow there, which I usually do. So now I got to, which is better. The steering wheel is great. I mean, it's great. The seats are really comfortable. But we'll swing, I'll come back to that story. So I took Monday off. And then Tuesday, the cleaning woman called, like on Sunday. She says, my dad can bring me Tuesday at 9 a.m. I said, great. I knew she's been sick or something. She had a sinus infection and some other stuff going, and I guess their pipes broke, water pipes broke. But so she pulled up, brought in the supply, and I went up to Billy's Cafe to have breakfast. The prices have gone up. I had, normally it's $15, but it was $19, $19.02. I leave a $5 tip. But all I had were 2 pancakes, 2 sausage patties, and 2 eggs. And I put the eggs inside the pancakes. That's kind of pricey. $20, $25 just for that. Wawa. Got to go to Wawa. And so she just does a fabulous job. And then I told her dad, and I told her out in the car, I help her with the stuff to come in from the street. And I said, the lanai is 59 degrees. Are you sure you want to clean it? Because I'm not going to lose heat. That's the reason I put those big patio doors on. Oh, another golfer. I don't want just to lose heat to the outside. So I just said, don't walk through the door. I mean, when you open it, put the chair there, because I'll have something on my mind and I'll walk into the glass. Because I'm not even thinking, I'm looking forward and I just don't even see it. So I put chairs there. And so she cleaned it, and just does a great job. And she did one of the bedrooms first, the back bedroom. So I laid down when I came back after I ate. Actually, I went to sleep. I actually kind of passed out. And so she's real quiet, but she does the bathroom like, I would never do it like she does. She cleaned the cabinets. The cabinets are glass or mirrors. And then when you open them, they're mirrored inside too. They're all mirrors. She cleaned all the mirrors, and then she cleaned the shelving. Now, who's going to do that? And I did tell her I fixed the drain because I screwed it up. I put the rubber thing over the metal drain. No, you got to remove the metal drain. And it was really gunky, but it was backing up. And now it just flows right through. So she did that. And then I thought, okay, if I miss Tuesday, Wednesday's my day off, so which is today. So I went and got a haircut. And then tomorrow I got to see the doctor at 8 o'clock. So why work out? So I'm just going to take the week off. 5 messages, 10 people watching. Look at that. Look at them golfers going. Found another golf ball, by the way. Jimmy says, hey, congrats on the car. Well, thank you. I was really shocked because, well, we'll get to it. The Miami adventure. You thinking for the prices? Well, I don't know about that. It should be coming down. Fuel prices have dropped. It's just a general, if you look at the inflation numbers. DOXXreport doesn't have matrix LED lights, laughing. I don't even know what that means. DOXXreport doesn't have matrix LED. Don't know what that means. Aaron Fletcher, good afternoon. Hey, DOXXreport, I'm from Fairhaven. Yes, hi, Aaron. Espresso Racer, does she listen to music while working? She has like a remote thing. She's on the phone sometimes. I try to get out of the house. I get out of her way. But I ate, and then I did a little shopping, and then I come home, tell her I'm home, and then I just go lay down. Because she said, well, the back bedrooms are clean already. Okay, so I went and lay down. And then she tells me how much dust was in the master bedroom. Like one side has more dust than the other. I never see any dust. And then she empties the vacuum out there in the garage, and it's like just from one cleaning. So I'm not sneezing, and it's just a deep cleaning, which is great. I think she turned it down because I was in there. Uh-oh. Let's see myself discuss our Resident Evil. No, it's not okay. Schlerms, McKinsey. And then you're over there talking to Squirrely, giving the FBI profile, psychological profile on myself. And remember Curly's, what the advice he gave to Jax, in which this is what Squirrely goes by. Where is it? Where are you, Jax? Here we go.
Given me much to work with, so some days the notes are.
Who gives a fuck? Make it up.
Well, yeah.
Make it up. What the fuck? Make it up.
We're definitely ad-libbing. We're ad-libbing.
Yeah, make the shit up. Who gives a fuck?
No, what Curly's talking about is lying. Or he doesn't, maybe he did really poor in school. He doesn't listen. One, I never ran away from home. I'm 20 years old. I left home. Two, I never lived in the motorhome. That's just, I don't know where that came from. I spent a couple nights in there, out of the boarding house. I'm not driving the bus, or I'm on the extra board. And he let me stay over in the, but I didn't live there. What was the other tremendous lie? I mean, there's so many of them. I can't correct them all. Or my sister hit me with a rock. Yeah, that's when I was a little, much smaller. I mean, Curly projects. All his gayness is a projection of how he thinks. So I got to stop. I just heard that part of it. I heard you were in there, Green Room. I can't listen to it. But again, he attracts those kind of people over there. Okay, I guess they think it's funny until he does it to you, because guaranteed he will do it to you at some point. He's more relaxed, I'll give him that. He's not yelling and screaming. Is it gamer-friendly channel? No, you can do it over on Jax's channel if you want, not here. It's just, what a waste of time. Isn't that a waste of time? Trade, you chose Toyota instead of Lexus. Well, it's got the it's a for the villages and around here. Streets are small. It's a hatchback. I mean, you can look it up. In fact, I'll put the name of it in here. Let's see. What is it? It's a 2025 Toyota GR comes first, believe it or not. Corolla. Premium Plus. And the color is heavy metal. My neighbors think I have a hot rod. They both call it a hot rod. I probably would have liked the Toyota, but this thing rode like, I went down there in the WRX and going 73 miles an hour, you can hear the wind. And the bridges, the cement bridges have a little lip on it, and I hit that. I mean, I could feel it. Maybe I got my tires overinflated. Because this shows me the tire gauge, which I didn't think it would warm up in the wintertime, but just driving on the road will warm it up. So like 32 pounds in the front, got up to 33, 34. I'm going to run 35 all the way around, unless Jax tells me otherwise. Michelin's also, by the way. I probably would have liked the Lexus, but I got a deal on this, and so I took the deal. And we'll come back. Oh, look at these. Isn't that pretty? How long have you been with Metro PCS? I'm a T-Mobile, and there's something that comes with the vehicle, which is AT&T, but it's a hotspot. And I go, so I thought, well, and then they got a Toyota app on the phone, which the car communicates over my Wi-Fi that the door is open, the car is unlocked, or I run a battery tender through the right rear window, and it'll say window down, and okay. Now I don't know how it got tied in, but it did. I don't know the Bluetooth or something, but AT&T is. She explained it to me. It's a Wi-Fi hotspot. I go, why would I want that? Well, if I lose Infinity and if I lose a 5G network on T-Mobile, I can go out, start up my vehicle, and I can attach my phone. I can get a signal. I just have to be by my running vehicle with my phone or my tablet. But I'm not, it's like, I go, what about my Apple CarPlay? Can I still use that? She goes, yes, but you need a cable. And I said, no deal. I don't want it then. So she deleted it. I'm not paying $20, $25 a month, and I got to use a cable. Because this thing's got a charger up front, and it was working. Now it's not working because there's no light, but then there's a button there. So you just have to learn these things. I went on YouTube, and there's a button. Sure enough, there's a button there. I guess I didn't push it. But Jax knows these cars, that's for sure. You should hire Sydney Sweeney. She's a good housemaid. Don't know who Sydney Sweeney is. Shroom greets Bateman. The Behavioral Analysis Unit, Squirrely and GreenShroom. Give me a break. Squirrely was just lying every sentence. Just making it up. Just make it up. Just make it up. Well, I mean, if Curly didn't have Morty's stream or my stream or Timmy or the other guy, he wouldn't have a show. If we all stopped streaming for a month, what would Curly talk about? He'd get bored. And you know what he does when he gets bored? No, there's no gambling. It's not a gambling house. This is not a dinner theater. Gaming is for children. I leave him alone. I leave the talent alone, like I did when I was a one-time producer of the Green Room show. I just let the talent do their thing until they openly talk that they're going to get a different producer. Then I came up with some bulletin points that I thought would help. But he wasn't interested. You should give Jax a call today. He was serious, distraught that Curly was rebel streaming. Nah, I don't think so. May have been. I don't know. I don't think so. He still got a lot of people. Well, you want to take it offline. Why doesn't Green Room get off his ass and do his channel and talk gaming, if that's what he wants to do, instead of these 7-hour streams? See, I think that's rude to the audience. I really do. I couldn't hang in there for that. There it is. That's the car I got. And I'll show it. I got to get the garage straightened away, and then I'll put a cam in there and do it some late night or something. 2025 Toyota GR Corolla Premium Plus Heavy Metal is the color. Oh, now here's Dr. Bob. Now he's the co-pilot over there. He's the Ed McMahon trying to tell Johnny Carson how to do his show. Jax needs to get serious about the notes. There are always notes. Saying there were no notes is pure laziness. He's not going to like that. We need leadership. Diligence in the notes. Is the suspension rougher? In the WRX, driving there, when I drove back, I thought I was in a Lexus. I mean, the seats were beautiful, comfortable. The steering wheel was great. It just held the road. It's got like a rack and pinion, electrical something steering, all-wheel drive, and I thought I was going 73 miles an hour, but it was so smooth. And I look at the speed. I'm going 92 miles an hour. I go, oh shit! It didn't feel like it. I've never taken my WRX to 92 miles an hour. I just don't. I never did. This thing is very stable. And even on the way back, now the first thing I did, I took I had him take the seats, the headrests off the back seat, all of them, because I want to look it through the window. I don't want to look in the window and see a headrest. So those I put in a plastic box in the garage so I can see out of there. And so I'm going down the road coming back, and there's a trooper, like, I don't know where he came from. He was right behind me in the left lane. So I immediately signaled to go over, and then he just shot away. He set up a speed trap later. Got somebody. Gazoo Racing, exactly. 3-cylinder. I tried to tell my neighbor that. And he says, you're getting 300 horsepower on a 3-cylinder? I go, yeah. It's just Toyota Racing, Gazoo Racing. GR. Gazoo Racing, said Bateman. Like if you're foregoing strategies for arc raiders. I have no idea what you're talking about, Dirk. Dirk is low on rubber duckies. I got to give you credit for that one. Hang on. Tommy, Dirk is low on rubber duckies. Thank you, Tommy. I have plenty of wire harnesses. I don't know what's that got to do with anything. Jimmy, oh shit, you got the GR version. That's the famed Gonzo. Yes, it is. But you wouldn't know that. I mean, I'm breaking it in. I varied my speed coming back to, I guess, for the cylinder walls or whatever, the rings. I'm not excessively speed, no high RPMs. And I'm probably going to baby it. Well, I'm always going to baby it. I mean, the speed limit out here is 15 miles an hour. What am I going to do? 15 in the residential, you get on the main road to go to the gate, it's 25. Oh, it's also cool. It's got the speed limit inside, like a speed limit sign with the correct speed limit. And if it goes red, you're going over the speed limit. You're embarrassed about being a prepaid. I'm not prepaid anything. I got 2 phones, 2 iPhones, unlimited data on each, 5G, $100 a month. Super senior discount. T-Mobile owns Metro, so I guess you're embarrassed about being a prepaid Metro. You can cite the parent company. I don't prepay. I'm billed. That's my monthly. I think it's worth it. As a senior, having a backup phone, because everything, my accounts, you got to have your phone. They got to recognize your phone number, or you got a 2-step verification, or off the app verification app. I would rather lose my wallet than one of my phones, because I can replace everything in the wallet. That's not a problem. Lex got a hot hatch. Jimmy said Lex got a hot hatch. The ladies were throwing themselves at him. Well, I went to the clubhouse, the office, the main office, and I had parked. You're not supposed to park your car underneath. But I went in there and I said, I need to get a decal, so I can come in. What does it cost? $15. Okay. And then as soon as she walked out, as soon as she saw it, she burst out. She goes, "That's cute." Lexi, there is an old boomer. Well, who gives a rat's ass? You think I care how many viewers he's got? Like there's an old boomer that has a gaming channel and has 14 million subs. He goes by Grandpa Gaming. I can help you. You can't help. Help yourself, Dirk. If you can help me, let me show me how you helped yourself. Espresso Racer said, I would rather have Starlink. Well, I have to base my purchase what I've driven in the last 5 years. And that's the first time I've been on the toll road. And I just going to go around, I throw the groceries in the back, and I got the seat. I did put the back seats down for a little bit, or when I first got it, I thought, no, I've got more options if I have the back seats up. So I'm going to go by that. And it's great. It just has different, there's a learning curve on some of the stuff. I still got to link up Amazon Music because I have a Prime account. So I want to get the Amazon Music. I can put the podcasts in. That's no problem. But I'm not giving up Apple CarPlay for AT&T just in case there's a hurricane. Would rather have Star. It does have an emergency something on there. I know that. Let's see. M-Jock, you rebel my shoe. I rebelled your show? Oh, what's the name of your channel now, Jock? And I think everybody should have a channel, regardless of what Archie says. And Lux, was he fired? He was ballast. You got to throw him overboard. You can't afford him. It's that simple. He has to go. I do have the numbers. You want the numbers? I can give you the numbers. Do this. I can give them later too. But since we're on that, let's do the playboard. Playboard, Cult of the Living Dead, the Beast of Brisbane himself, AC3 Live, Wednesday, February 4th, yesterday, $137. Last 7 days, $533. Last 30 days, $2,625. Boy, if it gets below 2, he's in real trouble. I mean, it has been dropping and dropping and dropping the 30-day. Lifetime, $668,444. And what's he got left? Nothing. Does he have any money in savings? No, he has a reserve. He's got a HELOC reserve. That's his cash. Horology Dungeon, yesterday, $0. Last 7 days, $365. Last 30 days, $749. Lifetime, $78,474. Show, yep, I get it. Nothing, I say nothing, is ruder to an audience than not reading chats in a timely manner. I'm not going to read gaming chats. Not interested. I don't think my audience should be either. They can read it. Freaky Winders. Okay, let me write that down. Jock, is this wristwatch? I thought you were going to do an F1 show. F1 racing. Freaky Winders. I'll have to check it out. Maybe do a clip. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good night, boys. Enjoy. Jimmy, it cured my insomnia. Oh, you don't even want the standard moderator. You want the top level wrench. Well, as I recall, Dirk, at one time, let me get rid of this. Get rid of the numbers. I remember one time somebody did trust you with a wrench. That would be Timmy Tin Cup trust-funded panhandling. No, Timmy Tin Cup panhandling, trust-funded Marxist airport lounge scrounger. And what did you do? You started throwing everybody overboard. Nah, I don't. That didn't build trust in the community, Dirk. Slurms, please, Overwatch and Dead by Daytime. It wouldn't surprise me, Bateman. It's terrible. A young man with that kind of talent, he could be an actor. Really? I don't think so. You want my, let's go look. I think you're wrong on that one. Let me go to my community. Content analytics. Audience. 40%, 41% new viewers, 23% casual, 36 regular. Mobile, 46.8%, computer 27, tablet 13, TV 12. Age, 13 to 17, 0%, 18 to 24, 0%, 25 to 34, 0%. Nobody under 35 watches this stream. 65 plus, 6%, 55 to 64, 30%, 45 to 54, 31%, 35 to 44, 34%. So the young, maybe those childish 30-year-olds are coming over, maybe. Okay, I don't know what you mean by prepaid, Tommy. I don't do prepaid. Jimmy, help me help you. Toby Maguire. You know what? That would make a good sound clip. I have to get that. Toby Maguire. Help me help you. Dirk, you got to help yourself first. He says he can help you, but you got to help yourself first. Jimmy, Mike the Snake has you beat. He's got a cordless landline phone. Yeah, there's a landline phone along the side of the house, but it's like I dig it up. I cut it sometimes. I mean, that's just, nobody's going to use that now. Well, then what are you doing hanging around, Slurms? Why don't you take a hike? Nasty, vicious. Yeah, of course he is. He's immature. Immaturity. No manners. No manners at all. Oh, God. Those numbers are going to go way up now with Easy in charge of the dungeon? I don't think so. That's terrible. Easy as far as, okay, Jimmy's complimenting Bateman. I have to say, out of all the impersonations you do, the Easy Drink is by far the best. Oh, what else did you, oh, somebody said, yeah, Curly said, that's another lie that Curly said while discussing my psychological profile with GreenShroom. He said that I sent some European globalist's wife a letter. No, I didn't. I did not address it to her. Okay, I addressed it to him. But I'm not going to pick at that scab. It's over. It's done. But guys like Curly, they just want to, sociopaths just want to stir things up. Well, that's fine. But they don't come here to game. I'm not here for, so what? 2/3 of your audience are game? Okay, great. So what? No, Slurms, you can't put up a poll to see if what you want. I'm in charge of this. This is Docs land. I talk about what I want. What's important to me, not you. I always try to put the audience first, but I'm not going to let some crazed gamers take over the show. Ooh. I hope not. Bateman, Shroom isn't shooting enough Adderall, hence he only wants to play Fortnite, no build. No, he can't. There's no way he can be trusted. It's not possible. Hey, Jimmy, Dirk can be trusted. Plus, he's a moderate Democrat. There's no such thing as a moderate Democrat. You can't vote for Kamala and say you call yourself a moderate. Give me a break. Oh man, that was Ron the Shrink. Okay, whatever happened to Ron the Shrink, Dirk? Don't know. Is Watch Nicholas banned? No. No one is banned. Now, you may get timed out, but I went in because I was looking for Red Hot. Now, if he shows up, I will time him out. If JBJB shows up, I will time him out because I don't want him around. But nobody's been hidden. Nobody's been banned. I opened the door. I unlocked the prison. Everybody's out. I put them back into society. Oh, if he's banned, well, if he's already been banned, can a wrench, you're a standard moderator, can you ban? Well, okay. I mean, I can go look. Mega value customer. Will Docs take his new car to areas, cars and coffee events while you're in the villages? I haven't heard of that. This car you can take to the track, really, as it is. But I didn't. One of the best reviews I saw of it, it's the Car Nut guy. He does reviews, and he reviewed it not that long ago about the automatic transmission. I just don't want to shift anymore. I'm done shifting. It's over. Espresso Racer, I'm under 35. Must have given a fake age on this account. Okay, gaming talk. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly, System of Clown. This is not a slurm's slum. Exactly. Well said. When is the VR plug ready for the center for the VR plug? What? I'm not sure what that is. What am I? I'm not a mechanic. There's no way I would do that. You're wasting your life, Slurms. Gaming. You're just gaming it away. That's funny. Bateman. Marcelo pronounces shroom. Shroom. Showroom. Crazed gamers. Exactly, Espresso. Okay, I'll put that up there. If I have to hear Curly say I voted for the lesser tours, my head will frickin' explode. Was Nikki in the audience? Slur McKenzie, what? You can't figure that one out? Are you kidding me? Look at the resemblance. Look at the resemblance. Hang on. I got you somewhere. There it is. Look at the resentment. Why am I Abraham Lincoln today? Because you can act. Guess who gave me that idea? Somebody, I heard him, and they may not remember. I don't want to pull a clip, but someone said, Slurms McKenzie reminds him of Abraham Lincoln. And once I heard that, boom, I had my thumbnail. I really liked the $5 bill thing. That was great. That was a great intro. Oh, you got a fan there, Slurm. I kind of dig Slurm. Car nut guy, the car care nut is, yeah, he works on them. And he loved this. And I've already test drove one up in Ocala, but they won't give me a deal. So I'm not going to do it. You got to be able to walk. Silence is violence. How many days a week do you work? Dirk Diggler, gaming helps me decompress from a long day of hanging drywall. Okay. Jimmy, 7 years ago. And Dirk, please. Let's don't bring up Aaron. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you finally got off of gaming, Slurms. Bateman, Jesus, Dirk, guys, getting her a Trump accent. Now that's funny. I mean that is funny. I got to give you credit on that one. Jimmy, laughing Dirk. Doc is getting her a Trump accent. A Trump watch? I don't think so. He is selling a lot of things, or that, not him personally, but a lot of companies around him. I would love to get another, what do they call the Trump enforcer, or a metal object? You know, I can put in with the skull, that kind of thing. It's got the hair. I'd like to get one of those, a good one I put one outside. I had to oil it up. It was just a plain piece of like shooting steel. It's in the birdcage. Punisher, the Trump Punisher skull thing. Oh, you guessed it, El. You were listening. Yes, it was Mortimer. It was Mortimer. He said that the green room kind of, to him, reminded him of Abraham Lincoln. And what? I've got to agree with that. I think I see it myself. He could play the part. I think he could play a lot of different parts. He'd have to age it a little more. And Peter Pan right now is a gimme, but he can do that right now because he's still got that young look. But Abraham Lincoln, he ages a bit. I see it. I definitely see it. And by the way, Ellie, he goes by Morty now. On a Shroom. Okay. Hang on. You got to get credit for that. Abraham Shroom, honest Shroom. Well, this is the best I could do. I think the $5 bill knocked it out of the park. I think that beats the penny. Espresso racer, you got to make one of him on the penny. Dr. Bob, he embraces violence. Goodness. Well, they're not employees, okay? Bob, I mean, you, the audience, are supposed to be kicking in, but they're not employees of the Central Florida Network, a subsidiary of CFN Global. Bob is carrying the Jackson Bob Show lately. You should give him a raise. I don't, really? Come on, that's, no way. Shroom, yes, he did. Shroom freed the slaves, yes. Oh, how dare you? How dare a foreign national say something about that, our great president. Abraham Lincoln was a notorious gamer. Oh, please. He wasn't a very, he was kind of a depressed guy. He had a lot of, a lot on his mind. Really? Let's go ask Grok, the aggregator. Let's see, is our sun currently blasting out harmful rays toward Earth? Well, that's the reason we have the magnetic field. It helps greatly. No, our sun is not currently blasting out harmful rays toward Earth in a way that poses a direct threat to the people on the ground. The sun is in an active phase of solar cycle 25, near or just past its peak, with elevated activity expected to continue through 2026. And there has been significant solar flare activity in the last few days. A large sunspot region, AR 4366, has produced multiple strong X-class flares, the most intense category, including an X8.1, one of the strongest in recent years, an X4.2, an X2.8, an X1.5, and others between February 1 and okay. These flares release bursts of electromagnetic radiation like X-rays and UV. But the magnetic area around there protects it, right? Which can cause temporary radio blackouts. All right, blah, 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 blah. In short, the sun is very active right now with flares and potential for auroras or tech disruptions, but no harmful rays are penetrating to harm life or people on Earth's surfaces. Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere provide excellent protection from direct solar radiation threats like this because it was created that way. There are no accidents. For real-time updates, check NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center. Well, thank you for that update. And that comment, mega value customer. Oh, come on. Jax is the star. Bob, I'm still waiting to see exactly what he does except making noises. Bob is carrying the show, renaming the show. Bob, I don't think so. It's not my show. Jackson, call it what he wants. Within, reason. Well, is he employable? At his age, and if he walks into any office looking like Serpico, you're not going to get a job. You're not conforming. Doc, do you think Dr. Bob would be served getting a job instead of streaming at night? Are you enabling him? He gets to make the choice. He's like, I can't remember how old he was, but he's not a young man. And he's not, if he doesn't get a haircut and a shave, he's not serious about getting a job. And did I get a nice shave today? Went and got a haircut. I could walk in there now and present myself and get a job if I wanted. Oh, you're going to read that, Slurms. Morty's going to read that. Vicious, exactly. Slurms is nasty and vicious. He absolutely is. And he's rude, ill-mannered, crazed gamer. Dr. Bob likes the name Bob's Super Evil Megacorp with Jax. I made that video about you. What, you think you're the reason I'm getting views? Your views have doubled since I made that video about you. Some acknowledgement would be nice. You went after me. You were very unkind to a senior citizen. Oh, I got to tell you, I was coming home from the barber shop, speaking of Morty, and I thought I had more podcasts than I didn't, so I was a little light, so I quickly put it over to Morty's because it was in my history. And his opening with that music in this stereo system really sounded good. Really sounded good. And I go, man, that's... And then there was like some jazz there, really, and then he comes on. And it's like, it is depressing. Morty's depression is depressing, yes. Another golfer, beautiful. 4:30, getting close to 4:30 Eastern Time. Jimmy, Green Room, the foreign national. Well, he is an Australian. How dare he mistreat our presidents? The Shroom's been groomed by who? Squirrely? Not by me. Absolutely. Espresso Racer. Thank you, God, for the magnetic field and everything else that has to be just right. Oh, why? What do you mean? Well, let's see. Well, enough of me helping Jax. Thanks, Docs. Why? Are you leaving? Why do you want you to come over? You can have a channel. Freaky winder. Again, he's not an employee. Oh, System of Clown, do you think you could take his place? You think you could handle a show? Docs, it's time to fire Jax. He's awful. I don't... Now, in Squirrely's world, it's always a quid pro quo. You're not nice to somebody just to be nice. You want something, because that's what he does. He's what did they used to call Archie, the transactional type personality. He pays to pay. He pays to play. He thinks he's entitled. He pays, so he gets to do this. He'll never be just generous. So when because I was watching Jax, be mistreated by Watch Nicholas, so I just offered him to come over here. But he's not an employee. I can't. There's no way to fire him. Why should I remove the keys? I mean, he's getting views. He got me up over 4,000 views, but I'm not going to monetize. I think he's doing okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Jimmy, strong solar flares explains the retardation of the women of The View. Never watch it. Never, ever watch it. Can't handle it. 3 zins in his... not sure what that means. Well, Dr. Bob, I'll let Jax read that. Morty's Diner. Yeah, I told you you'd see it. Morty's Diner slurs, thank you. System, thank you. Bateman says hello to Morty. Morty is always watching. Not necessarily. And you do this, tells me a lot. What I'm supposed to... Listen, you got to get used to some competition. I didn't check your show. I didn't even know the name of your show. Now, I'll look... I subscribe to Morty's. I'm not going to Rebel Stream Morty, but you're going to have to toughen up. You can't be the only show on and let those views go to your head. You got to earn those views. I do my own show, and you do this, tells me a lot, my friend. The Freaky Winders, baby, good night. Well, okay, goodbye. You are kind of a drama queen. Now, Archie called you that. But you got to compete. And I'm not a night person. Sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m., and I'll be online. But Mark the Shark. Why not also scroll... Well, no, I don't do that. I'm not asking for money for anybody. I mean, Jax can do his own thing. Oh, I know, but I just, that's the most famous second banana out there. System of Clown Bob's worse than Ed McMahon. Morty just woke up. I hope you're just joking about those benzos. That's I used to take one once in a while. Mine was diazepam. It was a Valium. And then I went to this one doctor, and he said, "What are you doing with these?" Well, I just relax. And he just said no. But there's, I don't drink with them. And I never, but you just kind of really relax me, and I could sleep. Serpico, well, he is. A beard, shaggy hair. He walks in. He's not serious about getting a job, or he'd shave and get a haircut. I'm talking about Dr. Bob. System of Clown says, Morty pointing to something. Okay, Slurms. Kind of grow up, will you? L, apologies to Morty for calling him crappy. I was going back to the good old days, or to the old days. No, he's now Morty. Have to get a job, neither does Bob. I think he is working, doing something. Well, that's, if you can get a career going and get some money saved, that's the best thing for you. If Jax doesn't have to get a job, then neither does Bob. They don't have to do anything. But he was talking about getting a trucker's license, but do what you can do. Bateman, unbelievable. Take back what you said, Alexa. Crappy was Morty's golden age. Really? System of, Morty, and I've said this before, and it's just an observation. If you go back as far as you can go back on his streams, it's the same format. He never changed it up, ever. Now, it has a different look now, but that's all because of his art director, who I think is Breitling, and doing the videos. And that. Morty's not doing any of that. I do the AI over here. Now, if you don't like the symmetry, what do they call it, then that's too bad. I have to fit the screen. Jimmy, the First Amendment is dead here. The First Amendment, free speech, is for government persecution, not the stream. I'm an employee of Google. There are no First Amendments over with Google. They own everything. And again, if you use the N-word, there's a guy, and I was going to post it up, but I think I'd be criticized for this. He says the N-word every other way. He's a black guy, and he's sick of the N-words of the actual people. And now, why does Google leave it up there? Well, he's black. He gets a pass. Watch Nicholas keeps getting banned. Well, there's no government prosecution, but Google is his employer as well as mine. Espresso Racer, this depression is making me depressed. Rip, what, do you have another channel taken down? Rip, watch Nicholas. Golf course looks like it's ready for another coat of paint. Yeah, they do paint it. Yeah, it does look kind of bad. But the golfers love it. They were even golfing on some of those cold mornings. Right-winger platforms, midnight, big stream seems off. Are you talking to Morty? Who are you talking to? Jack? I don't know. I don't know what the politics of Jack's. Mark the Shark, right-winger platforms, midnight beg streams, seems off. I thought you valued a hard day's work. Are you talking to me? Who's Nick in here? Somebody playing that? Somebody got an avatar that's really watching Nicholas? Take that back, Nick, what you said. Jimmy, Jax is just adjusting to newfound fame. Jax is just adjusting to his newfound fame. He'll be back stronger than ever. What do you mean, be back? Is he gone? Jax is just adjusting to his newfound fame. He'll be back stronger than ever. Morty maxing. Slur McKenzie says Morty is maxing those benzos. I don't know if that's a bit or he's really taking them. I don't know. If you can do what Jax does, is that what you think? Yeah, you try it, Mark. You try it. Go on his show and let him jump off and see how you handle it. You're not even a panelist anywhere. Mort maxing, says Bateman, too. Let's see, if Nick and OC put their heads together, they'd have one entirely bald. Okay. I mean, that is funny. Dr. Bob, if Nick and OC put their heads together, you'd have one entirely bald head. On Slurms. Espresso Racer. Well, let me add to that. Shroom is just an angry, crazed, rude Video game nerd. He admits to that. Oh, yeah, you're right. Jimmy, he's been sick, Lex. Don't you keep track of... He's not my employee. I don't... I looked at the show. I mean, I noticed it was short a little bit, and he didn't sound too good. But he's not my employee. I was just gracious, just here, generous here. You don't have to watch Nicholas walk all over you. Here, just come over here. And as long as he's having fun with it. Now, if he doesn't have fun with it, then I guess, I don't know. I message him once in a while, but we don't, he never calls that many times. That's just a false narrative, Dirk. Dirk is just sprinting a false narrative. He says, Lex, how many missed phone calls did you get from Jack today? Really? I don't think so. Here, Jack's has got something to tell you.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Oh!
Ho! Ho! Oh! Oh!
Oh! Jimmy's laughing. Jack's snort and sigh game is unravelable. Maybe he's not even aware of it. I don't know. Jack's snort and sigh game is unrivaled. Now, there's only one person that can really give a sigh, a real sigh. And you know who that is. Where is he? Here it is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, nobody can top that. As many as he wants. He's not an employer. Dirk, Lex, how many sick days do you offer Jax? I don't get on him if he doesn't stream. I mean, that's up to him. He could do once a week, twice a week. That's his thing. Mark, I'll try. Or try. Yeah, that's probably how you would do. I'll try. 20 degrees and they're playing Commando on Pluto. Well, then don't watch. If you don't like it, don't watch. No, it's not a union shop. He's not an employee. Jimmy, is this a union shop? No. What are you talking about? Dirk Diller, make sure you have a random drug test as employer and CEO of the Central. No, it is the Central. This is the Central Florida Network, a subsidiary of CFN Global. I am the owner, operator, founder, CEO, CFO, COO, and they're just, it's kind of like Kramer. He just went in and pretended to work. He's not getting paid. Funniest part of the show. Okay, wrong. A totally sick creeper gets off on things. Okay, finally, caught up. Now, let's get back to the adventure story. We're talking about one man who took oh man, what did I do? One man who took a trip to Florida. Not you, Abe. No, not you, Abe. No. This guy right here. The DOXXreport. He was on a mission. He's not driving 250 miles just to test drive a vehicle. I got my flashlight, my water bottle. I want to talk to the internet manager right this minute. I want a car. I'm buying a car. I need that car. Get rid of that. Let's get a close-up of him. There he is. I'm all business. I had a briefcase. I only had 2 bags. I had a duffel bag with supplies, and thank God I had those supplies. I had water, I had a sandwich, I had a banana. It's great. So, I drove down. First, where do I start? The local dealers here, they have limited inventory. I purchased, let's see, how many new cars have I purchased? let's see, that's a Ford, a Chevy, WRX 2002, STI in 2007, I think. Yeah, 2007. 5, a Forester XT. 6, a 2020 WRX. 7, Toyota GR Premium Plus Corolla. So I've purchased 7 new cars. So I've learned something along the way. So if you've never purchased a new car, how would you know anything about it? So what I did, I called around and I tried to get a deal, and they wouldn't deal with me. They would just, and I went up to Ocala. I test drove one, and they held my keys so I couldn't leave, and they just all this bullshit. So they gave me not a policy, but a form of a proposal. They gave me a proposal. So I took it home, and I did my own proposal. I lowered the price, and I sent it back to him. The manager now calls me, and he said, or he left me a message. Yeah, okay, well, he didn't even mention my proposal. We'll throw in the car mats. See, they're not going to deal because they have limited inventory. They can't afford to do that. So I went online on Google, and I said, what is the largest Toyota dealership by sales volume? Why? Because that means they move a lot of cars, so they can give you a deal. So I got a deal. And so I just bought it over the phone. No, I didn't pick my color because I want the deal, and I take what's available. So, and there's more to it. So here's the deal. What I did, okay, so the vehicle purchase price, that's negotiable. So I got the deal, the price was right with the trade-in. And what had happened, I talked to the director of the internet sales, and he wasn't even there on Sunday. And he made, at the very bottom, let's see, where does it say this? Balance due on delivery. That's what I write on the check. So he mentioned a figure. And I said, no, I'm gonna keep looking. No, thank you. I'm just gonna keep shopping. I'll look for a deal. He said, well, how are you gonna recognize that deal? I said, I'll know it when I see it. And then he shot me a number. And I go, you're making this difficult. So I took a couple days and I accepted it. But, so you get it at your vehicle purchase price, but then there's pre-delivery service fees. And these are pricey: pre-delivery service charge, electronic registration, filing fee. I brought my title down there from the Subaru. You don't even need it because everything's electronic, just like the toll booths. That kind of surprised me. A third-party private tag agency fee, additional items, premium protection, Protect Plus included in the price. So that's my oil changes and stuff. There's sales tax, 6%. There's county tax, 1.5%. Official fees, title registration, license fees, lemon law fee, that's not much. And the lead acid battery fee, that's not much. New tire fee, that's not much. So then you get your total cash price. You subtract the trade-in allowance that we already agreed on what he was going to give for my car. Balance due, and that's the check I wrote. And that's what I ended up paying. But now here's the catch. When you purchase a car from that particular dealership, it's their policy. You must have an insurance policy already in effect on the car. Even though my current policy would cover it. No, you've got to have it right now. So try calling State Farm over the phone. And the first woman we talked to, she couldn't do it. She said, I don't know what you want to I don't know what you want me to tell you, but we can't do it on Sunday. You're going to have to call your agent. I can't get a hold of my agent on Sunday. I tried, and I was just put into the phone bank again. So now I'm thinking, I'm not driving back without that car. I'll get a motel room. Wait till Monday. And then she got through. They have a woman down there who, and I'll tell you, when you go into the dealership, it's like you're in Havana. I mean, it's all Spanish, except for the one white guy that was helping me. But so she got another State Farm who was very competent, and she got me a policy immediately with Progressive. And then I'm thinking, everybody down there has Progressive. Why am I with State Farm? And why am I paying? Because now it shot up my premium to $900 and change, 6 months. So I decided when I get back here, and I was pissed off at that first woman that wouldn't do it. She's working at home, and she just didn't want to do it. So as soon as I got home, I called up Progressive, and I bought another policy over the phone. It's $630. Same freaking, but I got an umbrella policy. So even if I max it, I got the umbrella policy to cover me. So I went with Progressive, and I canceled my State Farm, which will cancel at midnight on the 10th. So you live and you learn. So I drove it home. It was great. I wish it has a kind of a different fuel thing. All right, 25 comments. I can't even tell my story. Working me to death. I think I already read that one. I can't put that up there because I said I wouldn't put that guy's name up here. Justice for Uzi? There is no justice for Uzi. I'm surprised he got a job anyway. Flashlight, that was kind of funny. Oh, come on. You know it's fake. Come on. That's not stolen valor. Come on. You know that's fake. Some of these comments aren't worth reading. In fact, a lot of them aren't. But I feel I have an obligation to look at them. Allegation. Uzi paid Nick $1,400 a week, and Nicky pulled a Mike the Snake on him. Despicable. It's hearsay, allegation. Lex, you look like an ICE agent in my hood. Can you imagine if I would have walked in there looking like that? The whole place would have scattered maybe. Who knows? Can't put that up there. Can't you put that name up there? 12 different looks like it's going. Whatever, Dr. Bob. Oh, is that who she is? No. I don't want to even go there. Oh, hey, Dirk, they love old men coming in because he knew I could write the check. Who had the better nice Uncle Groom this week? Interesting question, Pavel. Who had the better nice Uncle Groom from Squirrely this week? Was it Bateman or Shroom? Dirk votes Shroom. I can't put that up there. I can't put that up there. Only did the dealership to test drive. P-Car says, I've been using a broker for years. Only something to the dealership to test drive. You only go there to test drive. Oh, that's one way to do it if you trust somebody, yeah. Well, I had an insurance broker, but she's the one that got me onto these policies because I did call her, can I get anything cheaper than the State Farm? She go, no. Well, Progressive I could have. And again, she should have said, well, you got an umbrella policy. You don't need those high of numbers. Well, no, there's some disposal fee. It's not that. They charge extra for battery and tires. Go sell. No, it was just some like $1.50 fee in that kind of thing. They have to do it. Yeah, we don't use those initials over here, P-Cars. I can't do that. And especially if it's all online. If I can never talk to my agent unless when I actually need them. And if it's just online, as long as you have the coverage, it's actually good. As long as it's good. Oh boy, I didn't know that. Progressive is headed by Democratic library fanatics. I'd never use them for insurance. Well, liberal fanatics. Progressive is headed by Democrat liberal fanatics. I'd never use them for insurance. Well, I'll have to research. Okay, let's go look. Maybe hopefully that's not true. Let me go look. Do Big D, Democrat fanatics own Progressive insurance? Question mark. Grok, the aggregator. It's investigating. Oh, it's taking its time. It's checking a lot of sources. Progressive Insurance is a subsidiary of the Progressive Corporation, PGR, a publicly traded company founded in 1937 by Joseph Lewis and Jack Green. It is owned by its shareholders, which primarily consist of large institutional investors such as the Vanguard Group, BlackRock, State Street Corporation, along with mutual funds and retail investors. Insiders, less than 1% of the company. No individual or group fitting the description of, quote, Democrat fanatics owns or controls it. This question appears to stem from an old viral meme of chain email claiming that Peter Lewis, son of co-founder Joseph Lewis, who ran the company from 1965 to 2000, owned Progressive and donated millions from his personal wealth to Democratic causes, the ACLU, MoveOn.org, and marijuana legislation efforts. Lewis, who died in 2013, did indeed make such personal donations of over $23 million to Democratic-led groups, but these came from his own funds, not the company's. He stepped down as CEO in 2000, and Progressive has been publicly traded since 1987 with no major owner. The company's Political Action Committee, PAC, donates to candidates from both parties, though individual employee contributions have leaned more Democratic in recent election cycles. 76% to Democrats in 2024. Progressive policy explicitly avoids using corporate funds for federal elections and focuses on industry-related advocacy. There is no connection to the figures like George Soros, despite some unfounded rumors. Okay, I can use Progressive with a clear conscience now, but thank you for the heads up, Mortimer. Well, I got to get rid of you. You got to go into timeout. I mean, I tried to tell you I couldn't say that name, but you just had to stay in there. Put user in timeout. 24 hours. Samuel Adams, no, I can't do that. Let's see. Dr. Bob, mandatory insurance is a tax. Tax is a theft. Dr. Bob. Go to, stop it. All right, 1 hour, 20. Any questions, any Q&A on the, let's talk about my trip. I'm going to limit the questions only to my Miami adventure. I already gave you playboard. So where's my Q&A on the Miami trip? Any questions? Only in regards to this. I will only read questions in regard to that. So I got down there. I left like 5:30 in the morning. It was Sunday, the coldest day. Thank God. It told me, I was watching my maps, and it told me to turn like in Leesburg. And I thought, no, I know where I'm going. It's a good thing. I could have turned there and been right on the tollway, but I had to take a piss. It was so cold. The wind was blowing. And then I had to stop and all the gas stations are boarded up because why? It's Sunday. A lot of the mom and pops where you go in ask directions or get gas or take a leak or whatever, they're closed Sunday. And so then I finally get on the toll booth, the toll road, I head south, and there are no more toll booths. It's all electronic. They're just using the transponder as you go down there. And I was following the maps, but it's just congested, but then it's wide open. And I saw a couple of rednecks. I mean, I saw two incidences where the pickup truck is in the left lane, right on this person's, like bumper to bumper, like it was NASCAR. I'm like, why would you do? So they didn't pull over. Why don't you just go around? I mean, I thought it was going to, it happened twice. Very, very scary. And so I'm just following the maps thing, and I'm holding my bladder. Now, don't tell anybody, but I was holding my bladder. I couldn't. I'm almost there. I get the exit, and I'm at the light, and it's a long light, and I had to pull over on the road. And took care of business, and then I got back in, and I would have never made it because there's all the car dealerships all the way down. It's 30 miles north of Miami. Pulled in there, went inside, relaxed a little bit, had a little coffee for the first, and then we had to do that insurance nonsense. That's what was not very fun. Again, it has to do with my trip. I'm not going to read it. So I got in there and went over the car. We took a test drive and came back. And I just said, I'll take it. And they didn't. If they wanted to renegotiate, I would have left and never gone back. But they were true to their word, and they honored it and signed all the papers. And they have a new way of doing this now. You go in there into the office, and the whole desk is a screen. And they blow up everything you have to sign, and then they put it. And so you sign it all, sign here, sign there, and then they give you a USB file, and I take it home and I just drag and drop into my file system. I thought that was pretty cool. And I still there's a learning curve in all the electronics, and then again I got to get my Amazon Music set up. So now I'm like losing energy. Okay, there we go. We got a question. Lex, did you feel any sadness when you part of it? No. I am not attached to it. I told you this story when I was a kid. I remember, we had a Packard, and they were going to sell the Packard, and my mom would pull over and would she was almost in tears. Well, she came from a farm, and maybe this was her first new car. We're going to miss you. And it's like, I'm a kid. I don't know what's going on. But no, I don't miss it. I tried to take a peek if it's up for sale. They only have 3 Subarus, and it's not one of them. But they probably, some worker there probably bought it. I don't know, maybe they gave it a deal. So I signed the paperwork, and he's going to fill the tank, and they had trouble putting the license plate on. And then we get in my car, and he goes through quick programming, because it also has a Toyota app that you can start your car from inside. I don't really need to here, or lock it. Let's say I forget to lock my car. It'll tell me it's unlocked. It'll tell me the door's open. It'll tell me if my window's down. I did take down a battery tender that hooks on to the battery, so I don't have to put those claws on it. And so all I have to do is just plug it in. I really think that's cool. And then I did that, and then now I was losing energy. I was like, I don't know if I can drive home. But what's the Boy Scout motto? Be prepared. So I took the sandwich out, and I had my knife with me, and I opened up the bag, and I started chomping down a Cuban sandwich. I had my own water while waiting on him to get, because the license plate wouldn't go on for some reason. And so he got that. I didn't want their dealership on it, but I put it on there. What do I care, as long as the license stays on? So I ate the sandwich and got on the road. I didn't stop until I hit Sam's Club, but it was a long drive. It was just killing me. My back wasn't hurting. I was just like, oh, and guess what I passed on the way back? Greyhound bus. They're more blue now. They used to be the red, white, and blue. Now they're just more blue. I passed. I couldn't really see the driver, but I told him, I just said, "You poor bastard." Jeez. And it was a nice drive home. The traffic going down was really light because it's a Sunday and it's cold as hell. So there was no trouble going down. And then coming back, we got about, 50 miles out of Miami, or out of that area. It was bumper to bumper, all the way to Orlando. So what they were doing there, I don't know, maybe Disney World. but just bumper to bumper. I had clear sailing. The patrol car kind of scared me, but I followed, got off the exit I took it all the way up to Leesburg. I didn't realize. Okay, well, that's trip related. Complete emotional detachment from the Subaru gives Peter Pan vibes. Of me? No, I don't think so. How can you? It's just I think Archie takes his watches to the beach. And he'll say that. You know, I've never taken my watch. I have my wristwatch on, but I'm not. What did I wear that? Oh, I wore my Apple Watch. And it was cool because the map, it would click on the, turn here, turn there on my watch. It would vibrate. Oh, lavishly fat. How dare you? Well, your hatchback is, you're saying that about a hatchback? Are you kidding me? I only have one response to this.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? Dirk, well, let's see. I took one before I got on the toll road, and then one kind of halfway through. Took another one, and then again, I didn't want to pull because now I'm 30 miles out of Miami. I don't want to take an exit. I have an exit number I have to take. I'm close, so I didn't do it. Did you use empty Gatorade bottle? I wish I had one. I would have used it. I almost didn't make it. Oh, God. Dun, dun, dun. Squirrely, what you think and what you perceive, I don't care. I could care less. Goodbye. Archie goes to the beach. Well, he walks around and he takes his watches. He says that out loud. Okay, again, all I'm going to do is talk about the trip. I got to get that in there. So overall, it's a good experience, but it just knocked me out. I don't know. A couple of years from now, I won't do that drive. I would have liked to buy locally, but they're not going to deal. So that's how I do it. And drove back, nice drive back. And then it has a sun screen, the sun visor. But if you grab it, it'll extend out even more. Perfect. It just blocked the sun perfect. And the ride was incredible. And the seats were very comfortable. And it just ate up those bumps. And I looked at the speed, the speed, and it was like, I'm going 92 miles an hour. I had no idea. It was just so smooth. Well, they're not sharks. You got to realize the local dealers, they don't have any room. They don't have the volume to offer deals. They got like one on the lot. They're going to sticker price it. Well, I think any dealers, they're looking out for the dealership, and you just have to be able to walk away. But I took the offer. I didn't even ask for any more discount. Now, I was told he had to go to the general manager to get it signed off, but who knows? Because I asked the salesman. He got in the car with me, and he had it running, and he's programming all the stuff into it, which I'm glad he did that. It's like setting up a new computer, or a Mac. Link for Lincoln? Well, Lincoln is none other than Abraham. Oh, wait a second. Where'd you go? Abraham Shroom. Oh, I thought that was funny. No, he's rude. All right. No more questions. Nothing on the trip. How long have I been here? 1 hour, 35 minutes. Overall, I had to do it. Once I made up, I think Morty said something like I couldn't sleep the night before or something. No, I slept great. Once I made up my mind I was going to do it, it was just making the decision. If I get the deal I want, I'm not going to wait another week because then the weather's better and there'll be more people on the road, and this is my first trip. So I was glad to get it done and out of the way. I didn't realize how close Orlando was, but really, why would I go to Orlando? To buy a watch? I got plenty of watches. Or go to the mall? There's a mall up in Ocala, which is closer if I need, athletic shoes or something. But I can't see any reason to go to Orlando. No way, no how. Lot lizards on the trip? What's a lot lizard? Did you run into any lot lizards on the trip? I don't know what that means. Yeah, exactly. I don't answer questions. I don't put in links, Greenroom, and I don't answer questions. Well, this is really not an attack stream. I'm sorry. You got your own channel. Do your own hit piece over there, so I'll get some clips of it. But you're just, you're not serious. You're not a serious individual. You're over there spending all, he did a 7-hour stream. You're over there an hour and a half. I didn't buy a Subaru. I put it in the note. I put it in the comments. 2025 Toyota GR Corolla Premium Plus in the color heavy metal. Big boss man Curly. Oh, he's just got to be part of it. Big boss man Curly. As he told Jax, just make it up. Just lie. Just make it up. Oop, sorry, don't want to do that. Bum, bum, bum. As a bruffer. No, I don't. Dirk, I don't know what a lot lizard, a girl who works at truck stops? I don't know. Do you wonder why nobody clips his show, Docs? Oh, ask Curly. He sure clips it. Oh, goodness. Why don't you join your friend? Dun, dun, dun. Say goodbye to Slurms. Timeout, 24 hours. A crazed gamer. No, I traded it in. What do you mean gifted to? I'm not going to gift it to Jocks. I traded it in. If he loses his jaw to the... Oh, don't say that. Pavel, is there a contingency plan for the Jack show if he loses his jaw to that infection? I don't know his current health status, but if the question is there a contingency plan for Jocks, not really. I'll just have to go. The DOXXreport remains. Oh, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Should I have a drink tonight? I don't think it would hurt. It's 8 o'clock. I can make that. Boy, a lot of Jax haters here. Huh? What's the deal? Let's play some audio. Squirrely talks to Jax.
Given me much to work with. So some days the notes are.
Who gives a fuck? Make it up.
Make it up.
Well, yeah.
Make it up. What the fuck? Make it
We're
up.
definitely ad-libbing. We're ad-libbing.
Yeah,
here,
make
baby.
the shit up.
Okay?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, just lie all you can. Just lie about anybody. And it's real funny until it happens to you. So much potential. So much potential.
So much potential, this Central Florida network.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, huge potential. And obviously this, the Jackson Bob show is effectively the pioneer of the Florida network as a network. So yeah, it has huge potential.
He's not done.
As it's, you got to watch, he's got to watch, he's not got to watch. Who cares? Really, who cares?
What's important, Jamie?
What's more important is, who are you? How do you act in life? What's your manners? That's what the making of a man, not the bloody collection of watches.
Exactly.
Simplicity in having one watch. The problem with this space is we're all fucking crackheads. We've got one watch. Oh, what's next? Does that make you happy? You're just fucking idiots, all crackheads.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal.
Dox is kind of an asshole, so.
How dare you? How dare you?
What can you fucking do? Dox is a prick. It's not easy.
Leadership, discipline, diligence, integrity, civility.
It sums it up. Okay. As the sun is setting, the temperature go down? 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be 19 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's go out with Abe. Honest Abe Shroom. Honest Shroom. Honest Abraham. Where'd he go? Oh, that's not it, for heaven's sake. There he is. There he is.